that's not that bad, you know. I find like the big wagons and stuff are pretty good, but like I don't really love taking them up against the zombies. They just kind of feel a little bit slow. And then there's a whole bunch of like vans in this game that some of them are really slow, some of them are good, but like the capacity, these days I'm looking for a car that's got the capacity in a boot. And obviously I am keeping like a handful of cars that also I can just slam into zombies because it seems to be very effective. Like one more zombie and I've got a triple three going, you know? So that's like, if we were bowling, that's essentially doing like a turkey kind of thing. Anyway, so honestly, the only reason why I like the tiny car is because I get really immersed in it. That's fair. I should probably get her ass up and go to sleep because it's like nearly midnight for her. Let's get her some more water. So we've got a generator going. Well, it's not running at the minute, right? Because it's inside. But I have got a generator for this place. And I do have to go up to the police station to... I want to grab their water bottle thingies and make sure that they're here and filled up. That way we've got like a water dispenser situation. And that will be water and electricity done. Obviously, if I can find like another generator, I'll leave that up at the fuel station. You want to sit your ass back down for a second, we'll finish that book. Not that I'm really cooking, but like it's something for her to read. It might lower her like miserableness. It'll give her time to like stop feeling pain from sleeping. Obviously the sleeping bag is not the best, but I gotta admit it's not a bad option considering, you know. What else? So I'm a huge fan of the pickup trucks. They're usually great all rounder. I don't mind the pickup trucks, but I usually find they're locked and I usually like can't find one that's either got fuel or drivable. So I haven't really got to dabble. I've found a couple that look nice, but I haven't got to do anything with them. For a hot second, I blinked and I thought the zombie moved and I mildly freaked out amongst that. I'm a huge fan and eyes of that. It's like people over here drive such tiny, ugly cars and yet they're like a speed demon. Was the blast douchebag music from the cars like roleplayed as that in this game? I remember you asking me what music like classifies as a douchebag song. I think a wave is from like the Netherlands, I think. Yeah, Netherlands. And yeah, I'm like, that's a really interesting specific question because I am one of those douchebags that drives around fast and blasts music. So like obviously like my actual car doesn't like run at the moment. It hasn't run for like a couple of years. It broke down and I just can't afford to fix it and shit. But when I was driving it and stuff, I would go everywhere very fast. And yeah, I would obviously listen to my music and shit in the car. So yeah, I was at Amsterdam last year. But you have a sports car. I do have a sports car though, but it's still kind of, I mean, it feels more like an elite version of douchebag, you know? There's no nice way to put it, but like it just feels like extra steps involved in like doing that, you know? But like it's a different country. Like I imagine everywhere over in like Europe, just like going a short distance probably just feels like you're in a different country. Although by like Australian standards of a short distance, you kind of are in like a different like, you know, location sort of thing. I am almost finished my book and it's only about 9 in the morning. So I want to have a quick look at my map because I saw that there was a place where I could kind of like probably get some mad car skills. But if I go up there, I need to take water and I need to like camp out. There looked like there was here. There looked like there was a lot of cars here, but there was also some zombies. If I was going up there and I wanted to pull apart car stuff, I could probably make a shopping list of stuff for the cars that I've got, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe from countryside or like Rotterdam. I mean, it's up to a waiver if they want to like mention where they're from and stuff. Like specifically, that's up to them. Water bottle, got good water. Car's got water. I think, put stuff in the fridge. Empty carton, no. I could cook the bread. We could just eat some of the stuff, just real quick. And then, if I was to take, say, the donut or the Danish or something like that, the cupcakes and stuff with me, they will thaw out and she can eat those later. I will leave a couple of things in here. I want that frosted donut. My God. We had like, I don't know how long ago it was. We had like Krispy Kremes move into the area. And like previously we had like Donut King was kind of what we had here in Australia before it. And like we still have Donut King and stuff, but like Donut King really only does like sort of cinnamon donuts and kind of like if they ice something, it's more like a kind of hard crusted icing. I don't know how to explain that. I don't know the differences between like icings, right? But like Krispy Kreme shit's all like, it sets, but it's almost like it's still fucking liquid and shit. But it's so pure sugar that it's almost addictive when you eat one of the things. And I'm like, I just saw this donut and I'm like, I know Krispy Kreme's does them, but like Donut King doesn't. And I'm like, oh, I don't have like Krispy Kreme's money. Like even if it was just for like one donut, it's too much. I'll leave my generator here. I sort of do want to put I think I put the fuel can in this car. So I'll just see what's in here, because if I've got like the full fuel can, I'd rather go put the fuel in the thing, right? I also want to make sure that whatever is in here is emptied out for the moment, because I want to probably go up and scrap some cars for a bit. I also don't want these like grocery bag things in here as well. Can you grab the pouch? Grab those. What else is in here? I need to grab all this shit out as well. And then the car should be mostly empty of stuff. Like it could still have stuff in the boot, but I am kind of leaving the boot as kind of like a little bit of an emergency, kind of like back over stuff, you know, if I need to. Because there are a few zombies up there. I was gonna just take like a little vehicle, but might be better if I take this. That way if I also find some parts that I want, I can also just take them. So I want to grab these out. Now, what I was gonna do is, I know that this thing's ass is basically just cactus, but this is like just same, let's chuck that shit in there. And wherever those other plastic bags were, I should get them out of my inventory. Empty can, the straw, that'll do it. Alright, plastic bag. There we go. Alright, the rest of it I'll just chuck in here. Hey Ferris, welcome in. I just stumbled upon the channel out of nowhere. That will happen. That seems to be how that happens specifically. But yeah, welcome in. What are you up to? I'm just kind of chilling out. I saw like a car yard kind of thing. Not like a car yard, but like a yard of cars. And I'm like, I kind of want to go over there and maybe see if I can do some mechanic stuff, perhaps. And I also wanted to put some fuel in the generator I just found. I'm also throwing out some delicious cakes to maybe eat later. And yeah, I'll get some fuel probably on my way out, I reckon. I think that'll be the way to go, you know? I was Googling because I was confusing Rotterdam with, I don't know how to say the other one, but like, Logic? Close enough. Close enough for my butchering of words. Oh, what are y'all doing right now? Yeah, basically just kind of like chilling. I'm trying to get her some skills. I've got her the, I found her a generator like literally just minutes ago, which is nuts. I will take this up and we'll get some, what do you call it? I will take this up and we'll get some fuel in this, and then I might go, I think I've got a wrench. If I pack the tire thingy, I can maybe, the jack thing, I can maybe do some mechanic stuff on tires as well. That, and that. I want to grab these 3 with me. And I don't know if I can do anything else. Like, it'd be good to take like a book with me or something like that in case she like wakes up in the night. But I don't plan to be out too much after dark. I might grab like, I've got like good food. I've got food, I've got water. I'll just fill up my drink bottle and then we'd probably be good to go get some fuel and good to go work on the thing. Fill my water bottle. I know it's mostly full, but like we'll fill it up anyway, you know. What's that? What on earth is? I don't know. It's probably a town. I'm gonna guess it's a town. Hey, hit out of here. There we go. Yeah. Alright, let's go get some fuel. Let's go suss out the cars, because I'd like her to be able to do... I'd like her to be able to hotwire. Hold on. Saying that a door is open. Hold up. Is it this one? No, it must be the other one. I can hear it. I don't know how well you guys can hear it over Project Zomboid music. There we go. Found it. I can hear the door open, like bing-bonging thing that cars do. She's also like ridiculously tired. Theoretically, I could just have taken her sleeping bag with us, except I don't want to sleep out on the ground where zombies can nibble on me, you know? So, like, the car is good for fuel. I'm not worried about that. I was just thinking I'll just fill up this fuel can just in case. There we go. All right. I also want to have a look at the police station if I can, so I'll just go over there in a sec as well, you know? It's a town. I was thinking how to explain what it was. I legit forgot about the word town. It's hilarious. I do find it funny that whenever I'm talking to like a multilingual individual and like they forget the word for something in English and stuff, and yeah, it's always like mildly amusing because like I said, like I'm only like able to speak English. Like I don't have like, I'm not learned in it like any other language and stuff. Right, and I know like several people that are like multilingual, so it's always like really interesting kind of thing. But yeah, Awaver's first language is not English. I have like several members of my community that like English isn't their first language, but yeah, respectfully, I ask that people just keep to, the zombies over there, keep chat to English and stuff, because like I only understand English, and while I do have a few like multilingual moderators, yeah, they mostly here to like moderate English, you know. These guys I feel like just keep respawning. It's just like a glitch because these are just almost exactly one for one the same fucking group that I already killed twice. Does anybody know, legitimate question, does anybody know about a glitch of zombies respawning? Because this is like, I killed all these guys. Like, hold on a second. Let me drive over to the fuel station for a second. Once I can actually turn around. Okay. Let me just example this. This group here is that group that's just spawned. That group is also in this group. And this group keeps respawning mostly generally in here, right? Because I've already killed them over here as well. I guess this is their fourth spawn. And yeah, they're back. So, yeah. I have whatever the default settings are for Rising. I've only been playing on default. I don't have any mods, nothing like that, to kind of learn the game, get used to how to play and stuff. That way if I have like any issues and shit, I can ask people and like it's less likely to have a variable of like, oh, this setting's on or off or this mod or something, you know. But yeah, I don't know why they're back. And I heard that Rising turned off zombie respawns, which I'm neither here nor there for. I don't care if they respawn. But I mean, this cluster specifically is the exact same group. That's why I'm kind of curious, but I think they're all dead again. Now, I did turn on a siren. Okay, just to be blunt here. I turned on a siren on, there's a couple of like police cars down here, right? Just right down there. You see them? I turned them on and then these guys fucking respawned in. So I'm wondering if that's like a correlation or a causation situation here. Let's go get their watches again. And their police stuff again. I don't really mind because I mean it's a free vest and I was going to fuck around with some guns and shit this time, but it's just a bit weird. Do you have... I also need to like read some of these newspapers and shit, you know. Well, the thing about the migration is like it's a one-to-one exact copies of the exact same group of zombies. Like I know that there's like a standard amount of like variation and stuff, but like these are exactly the same zombies, like full outfits and everything. So it'd be a little bit easier to confirm if one of them happened to have like an ID on them or something. Like Tyrol. It's like Tylenol. Very close. But yeah, anyway, I just thought it was just a little bit unusual. There is also electrical stuff in here. I haven't cleared this place yet. So just bear with me a hot second while I just make sure we're safe. We have lights and stuff still at the moment, so I might as well use them. That is one dark-ass interrogation room. Okay, if we are otherwise good for zombies, like I'm not here for loot. I mostly just want the drink thing. And I want to pull apart the electrical stuff. So I think I've got 2 doors open at the moment, so I do have to be a little bit careful of that. But yeah, I'll just pull apart some shit and get some electrical skills for a moment before I go up to the car place, because I'm really close by home here, so the worst case scenario is I can sleep for a night and then go back out, you know? So I haven't played the beta build at all. I'm shocked to learn that zombies have ragdoll physics. Honestly, the ragdoll physics are dangerous. You can flip your car. Zombies can go through your fucking windshield. You can go through your windshield. Zombies can get stuck on your car and like do progressive damage. There's a lot to it to kind of be aware of, you know? Like I've gotten stuck on corpses before because they're alive and they're trying to right themselves up the right way, and then my car gets stuck and I can't actually move. Like beforehand, if you moving forwards or backwards even a small amount, the car counted it as moving and would knock the zombies out of the way. That doesn't work anymore. So yeah, that's a bit of a shame because it would keep me kind of alive. Sure, keep the bulb out of there and we'll then pull it apart. It'd be fine. Yeah, pull apart the lamp. I think I busted a light on my car, so taking extra bulb's not really an issue, you know? Hey Invader, how the fuck you been? The undead respawn every certain number of days, especially in areas you haven't visited in a while. But the thing is, I've been here. I was literally like up here like an hour ago, and I killed them again like an hour ago. They were the ones that were dead out here on the street. This was the cluster that just spawned in up the top. So I don't know. Maybe it's an issue. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just free zombies. I don't know. It feels a lot like it's free zombies, honestly, to me. It's super fun seeing them ragdolling. It can be pretty amusing watching them ragdoll, yeah. Honestly. What else is in here? Also, just a heads up, I think next week I've got like 4 days of streams. So I think I've got the full week of streams next week. So yeah, no missed ones, hopefully. And then the week after that, we have like a week of like RimWorld, Rim Connect, where I'm like building a ship event again and trying to get like off-world and stuff. So that'll be with like the, what do you call it, the Twitch browser extension, Rim Connect. So if anybody wants to like participate in like lurking to spawn shit in, you will need to do that on Twitch, unfortunately, because of the browser extension, just as a heads up. It's more aggressive when closed in cities and towns. Oh yeah. 42 going to be out. I don't know. Like the only thing I don't like at the moment is that because I am playing on the unstable branch and stuff, when some of the updates have happened, it has knocked out my save. One of the things I've got like real fatigue from is with like 7 Days to Die, where every time the devs would update the game, it would cause you to have to like start a whole new game or stay on the previous version. And I'm not really a fan of that. Project Zomboid kind of does stop that, but like multiplayer updated it and destroyed my save because I didn't know and I loaded in anyway. And then this time I put it to a vote. I let you guys vote on whether or not I continued on the previous save, which were nearly up to winter, or if I started again and tried out Rising and see what's all different and stuff. And yeah, you guys voted for this, so I've given it a crack, but I'm also way more experienced this time. So even though I'm like starting a world save again, like she hasn't died. I've killed again hundreds of zombies. We're 10 days in. She's still alive. She's got like low vision. Like I'm still randomizing all of her traits, right? So I don't get to pick this shit. I don't get to pick that. As long as the amount comes out as 0 and I don't have to add or remove anything, and as long as it's not something I've had very recently or that I just won't play with, then yeah, I give it a crack. And so yeah, it's been a minute. I could probably disassemble that other door, but I want to take this. I want to take this back to base first before I go fuck around with the cars. I might need to lift this, I think. Too heavy for inventory. Okay, well, we'll go put this in the car. And then I'll come and I'll grab that back out. There'll be no zombies near my car. Ideally. I should be able to fit it in the boot, I hope. Is it? Like, I want to know. What's that? I want it now. They had it in one of the patch note things that they put in Steam recently that they said, like, a timeline or whatever. And the stuff that they were trying to work on or add or, like, fix or something before they go to stable. But I think they were getting really close to, like, 43 time period anyway, so depends on, like, I don't know, I'm still very new to Zomboid, so I don't know how, like, committed they are to their deadlines and shit, but I do appreciate that they at least, like, bug fix the crap out of this game so that, you know, fixes and exploits and all sorts of shit are kind of patched up before they start working on something else and then have, like, a myriad of issues because of it, kind of thing. At least they start with a stable base once they say it's stable. I gotta appreciate that, you know. You can play it now if you go to betas. And this, was it? This is, that's a good question. Hang on a second, Wave. I'll tell you which one I'm on. I am on, it says, oh shit, I've got 300 hours now. Well, look at that. Holy crap. Betas. This is, I guess it just says, like, unstable branch 42. Whatever the most recent one is, I guess I'm on, I'd say. I was gonna say like really specifically, but if I look at what their last patch was, I guess this is 42.16.2. I guess that's what we're on. Because that's what this one is. Sorry, I just had to like had a look. I don't look at this stuff very often, so I'm not very quick about it, unfortunately. Oh, also, let me see if I can go over this again and see if you guys can see. When I run over the corpses, if I turn suddenly, do you see how my car flicks up like that? You can do that on gutters too. If I do it again, I didn't do it on that angle. But yeah, you can flip your car and shit, so be careful if you come over to like this version and you go flying over these corpses like that. I knew that was gonna happen. But yeah, you can do some like serious like flippage on your vehicle, so be careful. So probably the next decade. The dev model is very similar to Star Citizen, I found. That's fair. I'm not familiar personally with Star Citizen myself either, but as far as like Zomboid goes, I think that they're doing okay. You know, I think that they have like, I don't know. I hated Zomboid before I started playing it, so I really didn't like keep up with any of the information like prior to my start of playing. But I do kind of feel like they've done good, you know. Let me chuck that on the corner over there. Also, thank you for the follow. I thought that went off before. Oh, it's for YouTube. Thank you, Quicks. Sorry, it doesn't notify me if it's YouTube, but it does notify, if that makes sense. So I don't get to see the name, but I see, like, unless I look over and I read the thing fast enough, you know. Her donuts and stuff might go off in the next day, but it's kind of like early afternoon, and what I was thinking is I do want to go and do the car stuff, but I need to kind of like have her rest. It might be okay to go out and do it like first thing in the morning. So we'll have a quick sleep, see if we can get some good sleep. Maybe we wake up a little bit too early. There's automatic gunfire going off like crazy, so that sounds like that's where I want to go though, so that's not ideal, you know? They're making some very ambitious with admittedly small team. They are making something very ambitious. I did think they were a small team, but I wasn't aware of it. So, yeah. What are you agreeing to, Ferris? Oh, the, them being, ambitious and small team and stuff. Don't worry, I figured it out. Okay, so it's still, like, really dark out. but I have got a few zombies specifically to go kill, so I think we're just going to zip up there anyway. And I don't know if I even have lights. Fuck, hold on. I think fuck it. I've got a light bulb. It's too dark. Let's see how far I can go without like absolutely destroying this car, I guess. So I want to follow this place up here. I don't think there's actually road lights straight up through here, but we'll find out. I don't have any lights on my car because I've been constantly hitting things with said car. Oh, this is off-roading in here. There's a road here somewhere. Don't worry, guys. Don't need to adjust your screens. I can't see shit either. I'm trying to follow the map for where it claims this road is. There it is. I would like to know what this place is, but I'll figure it out later. Cause, well, I guess, hold on. What I could do is I could park over here because I do want to go over there. And what I want is, I want to bring the zombies to somewhere a little bit further over because I want to go over there, right? And there are zombies in the area. There's actually a really nice looking green car down there. So if I could just get them to come to me, and then I zip up there, like they'll be nearby, but I can always just crush them with the boot and stuff anyway. So it might take a hot minute for them to come to me. Now, I didn't also fill up my drink bottle before I left, but that's okay. What I was thinking is I know it's going to be heavy on her, but if I was to grab like the wrench and put it in there, I could probably also do stuff with like the lug wrenches and stuff, but it can wait for the moment. That sounds like a zombie coming over. Zombie? Not that I'm going to be able to see because I don't have headlights, but I can hear. There you are. Hi, mate. There we go. All right. I got you. Now, if I just scoot back over here just a second. What is that? That's a laundromat. There's a nice looking car I might come back to. Is this the car you're talking about, a waiver? The little mini cars? Because I feel like that's what you're talking about. There's this guy over here. I'm not sure what this is. This looks like some kind of like a diner or something. It is those, yeah, I kind of figured it was them. I've only got them like once or twice, and I do find them very interesting little cars. Which one of you three is alive? Is it this one? Oh, it's that one. Hold on. Hang on. There you go. All right, that guy's dead. Let's try to still get you guys coming up here. Oh, it's a grocery store, maybe. Well, they could have produce and stuff. Maybe luring all the zombies down here isn't like the best idea, but I might come back to that. There's another zombie coming over. I saw yours briefly, and there's three. It's you two. And then there's this guy like up here. There you are. All right. I can just run yours over backwards. I love how like I'll sometimes like correct the direction of my car and end up just barely missing them. It's fucking annoying, but like it's impressive nonetheless. Like the amount of times that I do it and like miss them. Like there's one zombie over here. I still missed you. I kind of want them to like come out of the car yard that I saw. I don't know how many are in there. Last time I went into like a place that had like a bit of a car yard thing going on, I couldn't see the cars. Like I couldn't see the zombies beyond the cars. That was the problem that I had. This is why I want to draw them out. Like I don't think I'm that close. Like if I follow this around, there might be still street lights around the next road up there. Hang on, I can't see, but we're gonna risk it. Okay, next light. This is where I want to be basically, right? There's a thing of cars there. And this has got like a good bit of space, bit of visibility. I have no taillights. I'm gonna install some taillights on this. I've got like front vision. I just don't have backlights. Oh, wait, hold on. Let me turn this around for a second. Did I see taillights? Brake lights? Yeah, she's got brake lights. Okay, so I have brake lights. What does that say? I can't read that. Like, I don't know. I read that as like heat off or something. And I'm like, that makes no sense. I'm sure it says something else. But anywho, I've got to basically wait until like the sun comes up just a little bit here because I can't see shit. And like there's two zombies in there. The other thing too is they might also break down the fence, which is neither here nor there to me, honestly. If they break it, so be it. I do want to have a zip up along here. I want to get like a gist of how much is here. A fair bit. Hey, mate. All right. All right, let me go back down. I think I have to go. Oh, shit, nearly hit the fence. Sleep schedule is ruined again. Stay safe, game. No worries. I'm usually awake at this time of night, so this is usually like when I'm streaming and stuff. Tonight I'm going for like about an extra half an hour, so like another 15-20 minutes or whatever, because I started late. But yeah, by all means, go get yourself some sleep and stuff. Must go, lunch is calling my name. Nice. Well, I'll be here for a little bit longer. Hopefully we'll see like the sunrise soon. I'm gonna speed up time a little bit. Hopefully not enough that she'll get like jump scared or anything like that, but I need to be able to see. Okay, so what do we got? We have 3 zombies in here, which is a bit of an issue. They're not trying to break the fence. I suspect that they are the only zombies left in there. Let me have a zip around. Oh, there's a way in. There's 2 zombies up there. There's 1 in here. There's a building. So what I want to do is I want to basically pull apart cars and put them back together. As far as I understand, you only get XP on pulling apart cars and putting them back together like once or something a day, something like that. So if I have a lot of cars in like an area like this, I'm much more likely to get hot wiring fast. And on top of that, I also obviously want to get to a point where I can actually like solidly repair my cars, which requires me to get like a mechanic of 5. So as long as I've killed the zombies in this area, I really shouldn't... Oh, shit. I'll go for a zip around because there was a couple of zombies outside. As long as I've killed the zombies in this area, I don't feel like this should be like a threatened area kind of thing. I should probably go for a zip around the outside too. Because the other thing, I don't want to accidentally like barp a car or set off an alarm on a car while I'm working on them. I can't get around that. I was hoping I could. That's fine. Don't worry, mate. I'll try to run you over. Maybe. There we go. Okay, and there was like